on four. Campus roll, man. Smoke a joke, you know how I go, man. We ain't them more. Hey, they go. Hey, oh Lord, can I bring this in? Are we coming in here with this? Got my Cujo glasses on. In the club, we smoking strong. Can't I see nobody but these strippers dancing with no song. And they drink in front of me too strong. Ooh, we who made this shit? Open walk too drunk, my blood too good for me to pat it. I'm feeling like this. Walk in the club, get caught up in the mix. Or up, make a stripper wanna come real quick. Please don't touch my glasses, bitch. Hey, when you see me in my glasses.
Don't you think your pet deserves a special treat without all those ingredients you can't pronounce? Your pet deserves the best source of ingredients. I agree. That's why Hound House Treats is established to give your pet the best all-natural handcrafted treats packed with flavor. Try our chicken, turkey, and our pink salmon jerky. These products are 100% natural and USDA certified. It's prepared without no added hormones or steroids, no growth-promoting antibiotics, no artificial ingredients, flavors, or preservatives. Grain-free. Don't cheat your dog nutrients. Treat your dog to a healthy snack at www.houndhousetreats.com.
You are now tuned into 2111 Radio Show, hosted by our program director, Derek Scott.
Derek Ruffin, number 81 himself, just stepped out of his Bentley. Girl,
Your mission is to sign him and then sign him.
Say my name again, baby.
Derek.
Amber! She's the cleaning lady. You're a millionaire. She's about to clean you out.
To take off my dress.
I am relentless.
It was amazing. Go Staxx.
It was dope, yo. It was dope.
Staxx, I'm proud of you. The movie was great. It was great. I so enjoyed that. I did.
Great movie. Great movie.
Amazing.
Great.
Amazing.
Excellent. Marvelous. Bravo.
MC Heaven in the house as Mika the babysitter and getting everybody lined up for the battle. An amazing movie production by Staxx Cordero. Her whole team just so realistic and just so glad to have been a part of history. MC Heaven from the BX baby, Staxx Cordero on the pink carpet is going to be relentless.
Love the movie. I love the people who played Staxx. They both dope. The oldest one act just like her.
Just finished watching I Am Relentless. Great film. Staxx Cordero. We did a phenomenal job to the cast, to everybody. Great movie.
So I want to say congratulations to Staxx for being relentless and sharing her story. It was excellent.
This movie was it is everything I expected and more. And couples and some of the parts. I laughed. I enjoyed it.
First.
Okay. But where's the body? Why take the body? Something ain't right. And I think you know more than you're telling me.
Elaine, you just said that?
Yes, I did just say you need to stay in your lane.
Well, tell me what my lane is.
Your lane is to be my man, and that's it. I mean, could you at least just do that?
You know what? I don't even think you know the role a man is supposed to play.
And you think you do?
No, I see how this is going down.
What you mean you see how this is going down? Carla, please. You are so weak. You are a weak and pathetic man. If I say jump, you jump. If you don't get your ass up out that bathroom, your non-singing ass using up all my damn hot water.
I'm coming, Mama.
I know you ain't in there feeling up on yourself. It's too early in the morning for all of that stuff.
Oh my God.
Yo, okay, hold on. Welcome to the 2111 radio show. I'm your host, Derek Scott. As announced, we have Staxx Cordero in the building. How you doing today?
I'm good, Derek. What's up? Long time.
Yeah, all just aside that part, I'm sorry. I saw that today and I said, yo, is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
I'm done. I'm done with you. So let everybody know exactly, Staxx Cordero, where you from.
All right. Well, everybody, I am Staxx Cordero. I'm from Harlem, New York, from El Barrio to be specific. Okay. And I'm happy to be here on the 2111 show. Thank you so much for having me.
Listen, it's a pleasure having you. I've known you for a while, internet friends, and it's like it's been so long, but who knew I was going to have a podcast to have you here? I thought I was going to be in one of your plays or something because you've done a lot.
You never know. You never know. So, players are coming back, especially with the way things are. So, you just got to have the finances for that. I just did the one woman show and woo.
Wow. Unbelievable.
We'll get to that though.
Exactly. So you went to LaGuardia High School.
Yes, I did.
So for people who don't understand, LaGuardia High School is music and arts and dance. It's a dance school.
Performing arts.
Performing arts. So what did you take from that experience being at LaGuardia?
What was my major, or what did I learn while I was there?
What you learned when you was there?
Okay, well, originally I wanted to be a dance major, so I did audition. I was in a dance company, and so dance is what I love. It's definitely like one of my first loves. It's high up there. Hey.
Yeah, you see, they're here.
And but one of my English teacher, she asked me. She said, "Hey, why don't you audition for drama? I think that you'd be a great actress." And I was like, wow, I never really thought about that. And so I auditioned and I got a call back. I had no idea what that was. I'm like, what? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So in LaGuardia, I learned to trust the process.
There you go.
Yeah, and to be open to different things and to be open to different cultures and nationalities. Coming from Harlem, I only went to school, with Black and brown folks. And then when I went, everybody was in the club again. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. So, when I look around now, I can say I went to school with Adrian Brody.
Oh, get out.
Yeah, we were in the same class. Adrian Brody, Bokeem Woodbine was in one of my classes. Omar Epps was in the class.
I'm done.
Yeah, one class ahead of me. Marlon Wayans. Monifa. When I first got there as a sophomore, Monifa was there. She was graduating, and now we're in a play together. But we'll get to that.
No doubt. Listen. So speaking of plays and speaking of the work, I heard that you was a lead actress in over 20 productions. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct. And off Broadway, and off Broadway productions,
First of all, before we get into more of that, how do you find the time to do this? Because this is crazy. Because you're a music artist, you're a rapper as well. So, talk to me about you said trust the process, but damn,
you have to trust.
Damn.
Everybody has always said to me, how do you find the time to do these things? And everything is not popping at the same time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes, you know, for independent artists, open mics and showcases are not always going on. You might have a Tuesday night and a Wednesday night. So Tuesday and Wednesday may be your days to do that, or Monday and Tuesday maybe your days to do open mics, because you know it's a little bit more expensive to get those spots later in the week.
That is true.
Right? Because then they have their after hour spots and stuff like that. So it's a little bit more pricey. So that you can get the club for the low Monday through Wednesday. So that's when the open mics are going on. And with theater, the rehearsals are generally anywhere from Wednesday to Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And and theater opens for performances normally on a Thursday night.
Oh,
so on Wednesday night, it just might be like open house.
Yeah.
Donation, but normally it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, let me tell you something. So, damn, that means you just booked. I mean, you think about it, the way you just spaced that out.
Yeah.
Wow. That's still kind of something, because at the end of the day, you at one point you was one of the best. I'm sorry, you got it. I have to admit it from.
Thank you.
You understand? I've done my research years ago, so I already know who you are. For those who don't know, trust me when I tell you, her pen is serious.
Thank you. So, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hip hop is definitely one of my first loves. I still battle with whether or not I want to release music. I'm like, does it make sense? You know, but people were like, yeah, it makes sense. Yes, you should. And I'm like, okay, all right. I still love to do it. I still, if there's something going on and I'm sitting there and they like, oh, anybody want to sign up? I'm like, all right. Yeah, let me get up. Let me get up.
Let me get it right now.
I get up and I get the mic in my hand. It's like I never left. And so I think that that's something that, that as an artist you crave, and as long as you crave it, it'll always be fresh to you when you start.
Yeah, I believe so. And again, we're going to get it. You actually have something out now. I'm going to play that a little later. But I want to see, it's two levels to this. She do the movies, she do stage plays. Like, see, it's different. Like, this lady is doing a lot, and I want to get into every detail of everything she does. So, it's this play. It's called Good Girl, Rich Girl.
Poor Girl, Rich Girl?
Poor Girl, Rich Girl. Now, let me tell you something. When I first heard about this, it was a couple of years back, and I'm sitting there going, well, what could this play be about? Mm-hmm. And then I seen on Instagram, on YouTube, the movie's hilarious, but it has a story to it.
So my Poor Girl, Rich Girl?
Yes, it's a story to it, but it's funny because, again, we saw the little beginning. So, first of all, who did the artwork?
His name is, he goes by Hassan. He goes by DJ Hassan.
Okay.
Yeah. So online you can find him as Hassan, and he and I had some conversations, and I was telling him what I needed, and he hooked me up with that.
So how did that even happen? You write a play. That means you gotta beat everybody when you write it, and then pick the people that you want.
Pretty much, yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah. So what happened was a friend of mine. Her name is Julia. Hey, Julia, if you're watching. She said, I have a lot of ideas and I don't know how to make them come to pass. Right. I said, okay, well, let's sit down and talk about it. So we went to lunch or dinner, and we started to talk about some of her ideas, and she wanted it to be a movie. Okay. I said, I can't do a movie. A movie is expensive. I'm not sure, how to do that. Thank you. I said, I'm not sure how to do that. But I do know how to make a play happen. Oh, okay. So she was like, all right, cool. So then let's do that. I said, okay, so what are you thinking about? So originally she wanted to do, she wanted it to be about gold diggers. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to promote that. No. I said, if they have that mindset, then they need to already be go-getters themselves. And then it'll seem like they're gold diggers because they're materialistic, but basically you have to meet them where they are.
Right.
And she was like, all right, cool. We can do that. So I said, what about if they owned a law firm? She was like, yes. I said, okay, cool. So if they own a law firm, we can do that. Okay. And so from there, we built we built on it, and I said, let me get back to you.
Right.
So she gave me some of the groundwork, and I filled in her. She's not a writer, but she did have the idea.
Right.
So I'll always credit her for that. Anytime anyone asks me about it, originally, the idea came from her.
No.
So yeah.
Wow.
So Poor Girl, Rich Girl happened, and once it was written, you can take that with you. Once it was fully written, went through a few readings in order to have it fleshed out. Sometimes you can write something and think it's amazing, but you really need to hear it.
There you go.
So even with a few readings, people had already loved it. When are you gonna do it? When are you gonna do it? And so I did a casting after I went to this theater, and I was in a relationship at the time, and my former significant other was not as supportive with the music. And
I get it.
Right. And so with that, I kind of started scaling back from the music, and I wasn't as creative, right? But with the Air It Out show, we were interviewing someone that was putting up a play festival. So I was like, So as soon as I went into the theater, it's like, I'm like, oh, how much is this? I wanted to know how much everything was, how much is it to rent? What's the capacity? Do I need a light package? What do I need? Can I see downstairs? What kind of props do you have? And he was like, you want to bring your plane? I'm like, yeah. So I entered, I got in, and then everybody in the festival, it just kind of collapsed. And I was like, oh. Yeah, because he was like, the festival director didn't think that the plays that were being submitted was strong enough.
Right.
Or professionally presented. And I was like, damn. So I had already cast, I had already cast the characters, and they were like, well, what does that mean? Yeah. I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm not sure when we're going to put it up. They say, yeah, well, we already started rehearsing, so you have to put it up. And I was like, they say, is it strong enough to stand by yourself, Staxx? You don't need to be in a festival. And I was like, all right. So like, I'm the kind of person, if you challenge me, I'm going to rise to the occasion. So me and my mom had a conversation, and she put together a susu. You know about the susus, right?
Yo,
the money go around in a circle, right? So she was like, when do you need it by? So we did it around my susu and my paychecks, and that just became my recipe for how I got things done, whether it was the studio, whether it was producing a play, or whether it was a film. It was always through the susus on my income tax, or me saving my checks in order to make things happen.
Wow.
So
that's crazy. First of all, hold on. Let me do this. Let me tell you. You took it way back, yo. You took it back.
Susu. My mom got a susu going right now. I said, look, I said, Mommy, I want mine, because she was like, no, you can get it in October. I'm like, I want it before the new year, because I want to bring the new year in with some money.
Yeah, exactly. There it is.
Let me come into 24. God bless me to see it, but let me come into 24.
I know that's right.
Listen, a little change. You gotta have a little change.
Yeah. So, what is Soho Playhouse?
Soho Playhouse is a wonderful theater downtown in Soho. And a playwright by the name of Andre Davis asked me to play this role, Mimi, in Man of the House, which stars himself, Dre Davis, Monifa Carter, and C. King from Wildin' Out. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll do it for sure. Yeah, I was so excited, because I had already seen the play.
Right.
And I know Monifa from Harlem and from school, but I had a chance to get to know her a little bit more, working alongside her, which I really thought was dope. She's a constant professional.
Wow.
Really sweet.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. Is it true that here's another gem that I've just found out?
Okay.
That stage play is literally the first urban stage play.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And
Wow.
well, he calls it the number one urban stage play.
Yeah.
And I believe that it is. It's very powerful.
Yeah.
It's about the story of domestic violence from a man's perspective.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that's different. Man,
Yeah.
that's different. I don't even know. I think I need to see something like that. Something like that should be a movie, actually, because if you really think about it, they never said it on that at part of the platform. Is the man that no? Wow, you kind of hit me with that one.
Yeah.
No wonder. I can only imagine. Wow.
It's on it's actually on the flyer. Yeah. And so he does it, so he shows it during October, which is domestic violence month.
It is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So 17 performances.
17 performances. Amazing. So originally I was sharing the role with Pretty Ricky. And and so she had to vacate the role because she was on tour with Cat Williams.
Oh,
wow. Hey, LL. So the great thing about that was that, the blessings come up and the blessings come down. So she was blessed to be able to be an opening act for Cat Williams. And then all 17 shows came to me. And I was like, wow, okay. So I had a chance to really develop the character and really, really make her my own. And she's funny. She is the life of
I know that's right.
Yeah, she's the life between Mimi and C King's character. We are, we are the funny. We bring the funny.
No doubt. And I seen some of your work, and some of the work, like I think he was and he was so serious. I'm sitting there looking at I think I played it early. You was talking to the cop, and you was like,
"Oh, Bum Rush."
Yes. Yeah. Let me tell you something.
I was the captain.
Yo, all jokes aside, when you looked at him and said, "You know more than you," and you can see it in his face, like, "Yeah, I'm caught," because the way you said it. It was like you have to know more than you letting on. Like
right.
That to me, that scene right there that scene exactly.
He was playing with me. We had 3 seasons of Bum Rush. It's now on, I believe it's on Tubi now, but it really did well on YouTube. And I'm gonna tell you something funny. When they did the screening, when I walked through, everybody parted ways. It's a character. It is a character. Y'all are bugging out. It's a character, but it was so funny because I've never seen that. Only one time when I did this song called The Stick Up, right? Okay. I did a song called The Stick Up, and it's about a girl, that's basically Stick Up. You have to watch who you attracted to.
Yeah.
Because you attracted to her, but she's attracted to the money. And so when I did that song, when I came down off the stage, everybody parted ways. I was like, so
yeah, because
you say or what you do, sticks. And all I can say is you got the message. Whether it was on the song or it was on, or it translates how it translates on film, you got the message. So I did my job.
Exactly, and that's the thing. You do a lot of things. You always leave messages in a lot of the films that the plays that you've done. You understand? And that's the one thing I like about what you do. And you've been doing this for a minute. Like shit. It's crazy. I mean, you don't went from, like I said, being an MC, one of the dopest MCs. All of a sudden I say Staxx is called. Hold on. Is this the same one I was trying to recruit? Like, what's going on? So how many stage plays have you already written or been in?
Oh, wow.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot. I really don't want to. I'm going to stick with over 20. That I've performed in, and as you saw in the trailer for Poor Girl, Rich Girl, I had to play the character once. I'm not sure one of the actresses couldn't make it.
Oh, okay.
And so I stepped up.
You had the 2 parts, or you just had to step up and play her part?
No, I just had to play the character of Amber. Amber is one of the main characters, and that was hard because the cast is like, "Come on, Staxx, you can do it." And it's not that I can't do it, but when you're the head,
thank you. Yes,
I'm the head, the body, the tail. I'm all things. So if something's happening at the door right before I go on stage, Staxx, I'm like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Right, and then everybody doesn't know your stuff like you know your stuff,
That is true.
and so that's what makes it difficult.
But yeah,
to be able to wear all those hats and still be on stage. And so that's why a lot of times I didn't play in Poor Girl, Rich Girl specifically for that reason. And sometimes you just need to be able to see your work. And that was my theatrical directorial debut. So it sold out. The first 3 times that I put it up, it sold out, and we got two gigs out of that. We went to Syracuse for a couple of performances, and then we went to Jersey. I took the play to DC to a theater festival. I took the play to Atlanta. And every year I tried to put it up a few times,
Okay.
But depending on where it's at, it can get pricey. I do want to do it again. I think this is its 10th year. So this is our 10th anniversary. I want to do something. I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. Still kind of early in the year, but
Yo, you got some nominations under your belt as well.
A few, yeah. One award that I took home was for Best Writer, and it was out of the whole film festival, which I thought was amazing. And so my friend hit me up and he's like, "Yo, congratulations, you won." And I'm like, "What? I won?
What the hell?"
I'm like, I didn't even know I was nominated for it.
That's what I was going to ask you.
I didn't know. But he always has his ear to the street. So I said, "Well, you know what?" And then he comes back. He was like, "No, you didn't win. You was nominated." I said, "Still, I'm gonna go." Right. I'm gonna go because a lot of times people don't recognize the writer.
Thank you. No, they don't. They don't.
Thank you. And with people not and then I mean we can see now, with the writers being on strike. Listen, if you don't have a script, what are you getting up there to do? Because you can't improv for 2 hours. Because you're gonna go off topic, you're gonna go off the storyline. It's not gonna be continuous. It's not gonna give what it's supposed to give.
No, it's not. And that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. Since you are a writer, I don't know the work of what's going on. I know they're trying to get fair pay because I heard a writer really doesn't get that much money.
I can't speak to that because I'm independent right now.
Right, but what I've heard is that they're not getting their fair share, and it's like
both the writers and the actors they want more.
And I don't blame them. At the end of the day, without the actors and writers, what do you have?
An idea.
See, exactly.
An idea.
And there's a lot of that going on. I'm sitting there going, "Oh my goodness!" All the actors. The union actors, they are real. It's a lot of them, and
they're out there. They're upset. They're sticking up for each other, and there's a lot of networking going on right now. And I'm really proud of everybody for sticking to their guns. Like, you know what? This is not what needs to happen right now. Stick to it.
Exactly. So now I did see this movie. I've seen this movie. It's on Tubi right now.
I Am Relentless. Yes.
Excellent work.
Thank you.
Work. This I actually saw this day before yesterday. I didn't even know this was your movie until today. Exactly. Doing my research, looking around, I said, "Wait a minute." Me and my family we just saw this movie, and it's dope. It's well written. Like, talk to me about this movie.
So wait a minute. You saw it by mistake? You just happened to just watch it?
Yes.
That's dope.
Exactly. Let me tell you, I'm a 2B buff. So when I see something that looks interesting, I see the trailer, I just look at it and say, "Let's go."
Wow.
So today when I'm doing my research, I'm looking, whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. This can't be the same. So I'm looking and I looked at the credits and I said, "Oh, snap. This is Staxx."
That's dope.
Excellent movie. I like it. And then you actually had the premiere.
Yes.
The premiere in the thing, and everybody loved it. It was a nice turnout. So talk to me about this actual movie. This is just one of those movies that a lot of people can look at.
The movie comes from the book.
Look at you. Look at this.
The movie comes from the book. Yeah.
Wow.
So
I'm done. This is so good. I didn't even know about the book. This is so
it's all good. Listen, this is why I'm here. This is why we're having this conversation. There's a lot of people that know and they don't know. And although it's on my I agree. Although it's on my I'm reading the comment.
I see it.
Although it's on my page, you can never promote enough. You know, like sometimes you feel like you're promoting too much. You feel like you're tooting your horn. You feel like, oh man, I said this already. No, you didn't say it enough.
Enough.
You didn't say it enough. There's still people that don't know. You didn't know about the book.
See, exactly.
You watched the movie, but you didn't know that it was my movie.
And no, I really did not. And that's the funny part. That was so hilarious. And I know when I told my family, they were like, what are you talking about? I said, yo, she wrote this movie. We just saw the shit day before yesterday. Unbelievable. It was meant for me to look at that movie.
That's dope. I'm happy that you did because we can talk about it. But what I will say about the book first, because that's where where it came from. I'm one of those people that always have a story, right? I'll be like, Derek, let me tell you what happened. And we can stand in the same spot for like 2 hours and you'll be like, what? We'll forget that we were going somewhere. And I'll be like, all right, yeah, let me walk you to the train station. I'll walk you to the station and we'll still be talking for another 20 minutes. And it's not when you're like, damn, Staxx sucks so much. It's not that. You're engaged. You want to know the story.
You're damn right.
You want to know the story. So in doing that, right, in being that person, people would always say, yo, you need to write a book. You've been through some stuff. You need to write a book. And so I started to write the book. And then I would put the book down. There are some very personal situations that happen in the movie. And there are some personal things, some trials and tribulations that I faced, which are in the book. Right. And what I learned, I prayed about it. I cried about it. I'm like, God, I don't know if I should do this. He's like, listen, if I brought you to it and through it, you have to release it so that somebody else can heal from it because you're not the only one that went through this. And I listened and I put it out and nobody shunned me for it. They were just like, damn. And they felt they really connected with it. And there's so many beautiful comments regarding the book on Amazon. So, for people that may want to go check it out, I have it in the Kindle version on Amazon, and I'm gonna be changing the cover to that of the movie so that everything can be, the same. Like with branding. So it'll be the movie poster on here. So I'm waiting to do that. I made some changes to the book. But I put it out because it was something that needed to happen. And it was kind of like a dare, right? There was something called the Show Up Shine Challenge.
There you go with that daring, because you said it earlier.
Hey, listen, my sister, she called me. She's like, hey, there's something that I think you should do, right? And I'm like, what's that? And she said, my friend is doing a Show Up and Shine Challenge. I don't really know. And so I looked into it, and she was giving $500 every day to people that would videotape themselves saying what they were going to do to show up and shine in 2021. Right. And I'm like, I'm going to get on here. I'm going to do it. And so on the 7th day, when I said, I'm going to write my book today, I'm going to put a period on the last sentence in this book and I'm going to publish it. That's the night that I won. That's the night that I won. And she kept bringing me up. She's like, Staxx, I want to know what's going on with you. And so I said, I told her, I said, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to have my book in my hand by the end of this challenge. By the end of the challenge, I had my book in my hand, and they were like, oh my God, they were ordering it. Some of them had it before me because for some reason on Amazon, as the writer, they take a longer time to give you your book. And I don't understand that. Like,
I heard about that.
Why am I waiting?
Yeah, I heard about that. It's already been distributed. So yes, you're the last one to get it. Like,
why? I should not be okay. So I guess if you don't order your copy first,
you ain't
however that goes, yeah. But, so I had it in my hands, and one of the things that I wanted to do in 2020, I don't mean to go all over the place with the book, but I'm trying to tell you where the movie comes from. So originally, March 2020, it was supposed to be the book and the one woman show.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Wow.
Okay. I had a theater set up. We had tickets going. The book was almost ready.
Okay.
And then the pandemic came through and shut everything down. And I was like, oh my God. And I was devastated. But then, because this happened before, they kind of like shut the door on the world and we was all locked inside, literally looking inside out. Right. Yeah. So before that happened, I'm like, oh man, sometimes things don't happen. You feel like you failed. But then I'm like, damn, everybody's sitting down.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And so like I put the book down and then I picked it back up like in November, December. You're right about that. Wow. So yeah. So in 21, like maybe like March, maybe like around March, I called JV. He was in Poor Girl, Rich Girl. He started with me with acting, and he told me, he's like, hey, that's who was in the skit with me playing detective. Yeah. Between JV and Dre Foreman, they are the writers and directors of Bum Rush. And they both come from Poor Girl, Rich Girl. So
I'll check you out.
It started a family. It started a family. I didn't start their careers, but it started a family. And so, if you were in Poor Girl, Rich Girl, more than likely you were in Bum Rush. If you were in Bum Rush, then maybe you went over to Mr. JV's comedy series. And, we started our own network of actors, producers, directors, where everybody's kind of growing up now, so it's nice to see my family, growing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I called JV. And he has a production company, A Creative Flow. And I started asking him, like, hey, I wanna write a movie for I Am Relentless. And he was like, for real? I'm like, yeah, what would you charge me? So we talked about it and it was reasonable. And we did it. And we did it. I couldn't do it all the time because, like I said, I'm doing this from my own money. So whenever I got paid and I had extra, I'm like, hey, can we shoot? So when are you free? Can we do this? Can we do that? And it's like, all right, cool. Bam. This is when we can shoot. I got the money. Hey, are you free? Are you free? Are you free? And there was Shauna Lee, the young lady that played me. I was going to work with her with another series, and I was supposed to be directing that. And she was really good as far as the emotions were concerned. And
I was ready to say that. My God. Yes. Very.
Thank you.
Now that I know it's a personal story, that I saw it. Like, oh damn! Like,
yeah, that's my story.
I'm sitting here right now. I'm sitting here like I got little goosebumps. I'm sitting there go, oh wow, for this to be Staxx like that. She played you, and the emotion this woman played, like, woo.
Yeah.
What's her name again? Give her a shout out again. What's her name?
Shauna Lee.
Shauna Lee. Wow, she nailed that.
She did.
She really did.
Yeah, I had her play me in a short skit because there was the scene, that hard scene.
Yeah.
I had her do that before in a short film. That was maybe like about 7 minutes because I was just going to use that as an insert within the one woman show to give myself a break.
Okay.
So if there was a scrim or if there was a screen, then I would have used that to play, to play that skit.
Yes.
And so when the movie came around, I gave her a call. I'm like, hey, what you doing? It's like, I'm good. Yeah. I'm like, you still acting? She's like, yeah. I'm like, she loved the book already.
Right.
She loved the book already. And I said, I want you to play me. She was like, oh my God, for real, Staxx. I was like, yep.
Yeah.
And she killed it.
She smashed that.
She did that, and the young lady Madison Gibbs, she's a dancer with my sister's dance company.
Okay.
Untouchable, big shout to y'all. And then I said, hey, I need a young lady that kind of looks like me, and so they was like, Madison. I said, Madison? Yeah. All right, let me see her. Oh, she's cute. So I cast Madison, and then, then it just pretty much went on with the casting process. I'm like, I'm a vibe aura kind of person. You know what I mean? So I might be like, you know what? Derek, what you doing on Saturday? I'm filming something. You'll be like, for real? And I'll give you whatever it is. And that's pretty much how it happens.
Oh, wow. And
that's pretty much how it happens.
And that's crazy because, again, you picked someone to play you and you couldn't have picked a better person. Like, she really nailed that part. She nailed that part. And, shout out to you for telling this story.
Thank you.
A lot of women are going through the same thing every damn year, every day. It's somebody that's going through what you're going through every day.
Yeah.
A female. And it's like, it's unbelievable that you guys have to really go through these things and trials and tribulations. You guys are the most important people on the planet. Without y'all, there ain't no us. I'm not understanding. And you women in general go through so much. I can't even name 5 little girls that can't tell me that they haven't been going through this already.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's a very scary thing. And to be honest, I kept it to myself until I was an adult. I didn't tell my mom, because unfortunately it happened again when I was 23, and then I told my mother, and she was just like, damn. And so I just kind of just shut
down.
I shut everything down. I wasn't dating, none of that stuff, So, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about a date rape situation. It does happen to women. You can't trust everybody. You think you can and you can't. Sometimes it's a stranger, and sometimes it's someone that or you think you know.
Thank you. I like
that. Behind closed doors, if you start to feel funny, make a phone call, make your exit, do whatever you have to do to get yourself out of the situation. If you're feeling funny, don't proceed.
Thank you. Exactly.
Yeah.
Do not proceed because
trust your gut. Trust your gut because it's not gonna lie to you.
No, it never does.
Yeah.
And for women, for the young women, like I said, I've had domestic violence shows up here.
Mm-hmm.
AJ, I have somebody, her name is AJ. She was on the show and she was telling her story.
Hi, AJ. I saw her in the comments.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, again, I can't urge the urgency that this men is doing it. Men is really taking advantage of this woman's innocence, and they doing it to a point where they give you everything you want to hear, and the next thing you know, you in this situation, and it's like unbelievable. I'm sitting here literally emotional because it's like it's still happening. Young lady out here not too long ago went through the same exact thing.
Yeah, it's
oh my goodness, it's crazy.
What I would say to someone that hasn't addressed this situation is it's not your fault. It's not what you wore. It's nothing that you said. If you said no, you said no, and that's what you meant. So just know that it's not your fault. No, and if you haven't done so, by all means, get some kind of counseling. If you're not comfortable with counseling, I have a toll-free number right here.
See?
That you can
she's always
call for National Sexual Assault Hotline.
What is it?
It's 1-800-656-4673.
4673?
Yes.
Right, we're gonna put that up right now. Why not? Listen, at the end of the day,
I wanted to make sure to do that, since there was some domestic violence issues that I faced. I have a phone number for that in here. I have the National Suicide Prevention. A lot of times we're people, right? And so people go through things. We think about different things all the time, but you just have to be strong enough to pray yourself out of certain situations. You know, know that you matter, know that you're enough, and know that whatever feeling that you're experiencing right now is the feeling that you're experiencing right now. And in 5 minutes, you may not even feel that way.
See, and that's real.
You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. Whether you broke right now, in 2 weeks when you get paid again, you might not be broke. You might change. You might move different with your money. If you sad today, you might play a song. You know, somebody may text you. You may see something funny on Instagram or Facebook or watch a comedy. Do something that's gonna uplift your spirits. Always do something that's gonna help you to, you know, just to put a smile on your face. And like one thing that that Cordero Productions is about, that's the name of my company, Cordero Productions. And my mantra is healing through entertainment. So something that you said, you know, stuck out, where you say, I noticed that there's always a message. In Poor Girl, Rich Girl, you know, you see the wealthier attorney. You know, you think she has everything. You know, she has a law firm, she has this, she has that, but she wants this guy and he don't want her.
No, he do not.
Seeing the person that's the cleanup woman, right? She's, you know, the maid. She's the cleanup person, and he wants her. It's not so much about what you have, it's also about who you are. And that's the message there. Yeah. You know, it's not what you have, it's who you are. It's who you are inside. And that's what people should be attracted to. And that's one of the things, you know, that people always get that wrong with me. They'll look and be like, oh, you know, they'll say whatever it is that they'll say, you know, with their compliments and stuff. Oh, thank you. You know, but I'm more than that. It's more to me, you know, than that. And in some of my relationships, the guys would like, somebody was actually mad. Someone I dated was mad that I wasn't cocky, that I wasn't mean. I thought you was mean. I thought, you know, you light skin. I'm like, what does that mean? I'm like, and what? That means that I'm so serious. That means like I gotta sit in the sun a little longer. That's what it means to me. It's not paying no bills. Being light skinned is not paying any bills, honey. It's not. It don't pay no bills. Oh my! It don't pay no bills. So don't get that twisted, and don't think and don't think, you know, that should alter somebody's mindset. Or please, like for what? Nah. I'm humble pie over here, baby. Humble pie.
I know that's right. you know, so funny. Like I said, I've been a friend of yours on Instagram, on Facebook for years, and you've always been gracious. We talk in the DM, whatever. It's a lot. You done something for me that you didn't even. I don't even think you remember this.
What's that?
My daughter was doing a contest for a scholarship. For a scholarship to go to school, and you invited her to one of your shows to perform. She played the piano.
Right.
And you invited her to this. She wasn't able to make it, but for you to just step out of your way to do this for someone that you don't even know shows your character. It really shows your character. And you know, it's so funny. She actually won that competition and went to college.
Look at that! Congratulations. I remember that. Yep, I remember that. Listen, I believe in opportunities, and I believe in extending opportunities, especially because everybody doesn't give back. Everybody doesn't reach down and say, hey, do you need some help? Hey, how can I help you? Now they do it a little bit more.
Yeah, they do.
Shout out to Commotion. Commotion is he's an artist from Jersey. I haven't met him yet, but he supported the film. I said, you know, I was asking if people could donate money. If they did, they would be, you know, Team Relentless, and their name will be in the credit. And so the funny thing is that they were watching to see if their name was in the credit. And I'm like, I'm not going to forget.
Nah, you ain't gonna definitely.
I'm not going to forget, but they were surprised that their names were in the credit. Listen, if you were Team Relentless and you donated money, absolutely your name is going to be in the credits. I was surprised that they were calling, you know, and even giving. I was very grateful for that. You know, I'm not one of those people. I don't expect for you to do things. If you do something, I'm happy for it. I'm grateful for it. Speaking of that, big shout to Addie Brown. Addie Brown, she always does my t-shirts. So this is a t-shirt that I have right here. And she's also created a scent for me. Strawberry shortcake, because my favorite color is pink. It smells amazing. Yeah, it smells amazing. It's called strawberry shortcake.
All jokes aside, let me tell you, that's my favorite ice cream. Like back in the days on the Good Humor truck.
Yes, because it's like candy and ice cream.
Yeah. That was my
candy and ice cream at the same time.
Yes, that was the best. Wow,
that is the best.
You just took me back with that with strawberry shortcake. What? Damn, yeah, that was my shit right there. That's that and Frankenberry cereal.
Oh wow!
Ooh, I took it way back. Yeah, that was my shit. So yeah, but
I used to like the Smurfberry Crunch. Remember Smurfberry?
Yeah.
But the classic cereal is Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes with the bananas. Cut up some bananas. As you get older, you flip it a little bit. I might cut up some strawberries, put them in there, and it becomes a meal. It's not.
They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. These young people don't know nothing about that. That will fill your ass up. So bananas and strawberries and cereal, milk, yeah, it's over.
You done.
You done.
You're pretty much done. You are done.
You are so funny. She just said the Frosted. Yo, I love Frosted Flakes. Wow.
Oh, thank you. The teas are $25. That will include your shipping and handling. So if you are, the teas are $25. This size right here is a large, and I think I have an extra large. I also have a small. I wish you could smell the scent. It's so good. It's so good. Yes, it's so good.
It smell like strawberry shortcake.
Oh my God. Listen, my man was like, we outside and I put some on. He was like, yo, don't do that.
Yo, thank you.
Don't do that. See? Don't play with it.
Do
don't put that on outside. Don't.
I do that. My wife, listen.
You don't want to bite her. I'm going to tell you right now, because that's what he told me. He was like, I will bite you.
Yeah.
Oh,
unbelievable smell. Oh my goodness. I be telling my wife, I be smelling her through the whole house. Like, why would you do that?
Chase it up. Chase her down. I think that she'll like it, and it's definitely going to keep you moisturized. So.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's good.
What, you said to keep her moisturized?
Yes, the skin.
Oh, listen. My bad. I went.
It's lotion.
Wait. So when you said it,
it's lotion, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking about my wife. I was thinking about my wife. So yeah, okay. So I definitely.
Hey, I mean, if that's something that I need to cut, that might be a thing later on. Who knows? It might. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know. That maybe
you might have something on your hands right there. I think that might actually work. Like, wow, okay. It's a nice jingle too. It keeps her moisturized.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord, fellas, if you want to chase your wife around the house, you name
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I might have to come up with something, but I don't know.
That'd be so funny. She'd be running around.
It would have to be like one of those scratch and sniff situations. Not even a scratch and sniff, but it would have to remember like the chapstick where you taste the chapstick. Like it needs to be something like that where it's not just a smell. It needs to kind of be like an edible thing. Okay. I don't know. Wow. We'll see. We'll go on.
What it just said. Where your mind, Mr. Program Director? I'm so sorry. My wife. It's her fault. It's my wife's fault. Anyway, so let me tell you.
Listen, the fact that you want to chase your wife around the house is good. So whoever is watching, this is what you should aspire to. Make your man chase you around the house. That's good.
You know what's so crazy? I've been married for 33 years.
I love that you still want to chase her around the house.
Damn right. You're damn right. Shit.
That's right. You paid a lot for that wedding.
Give my wife a round of applause. You know, yeah, man. So now we're gonna go. Let me tell you something. So, you have any new projects coming as far as in any movies and plays?
Okay, so what's happening right now is I just for my birthday, I finally had a chance to do the one woman show.
Really?
And I did it at Theater Row on 42nd Street.
No doubt. Wow.
So, yeah.
How was that?
Excuse me. It was amazing.
And you're just there by yourself?
Well, I had some company. So what I did was I did a preview in Harlem back in March for Women's Month. And when I did that, since it was Women's Month, I had all women.
No doubt.
Right? So I had them open up for me.
Oh, wow.
And I gave them a platform. So I'm always going to do that. I'm always going to extend a platform. So they opened up for me. But what I did different at Theater Row was I worked them into the show.
That's dope. Damn.
So after one of my monologues, there was a poem. When I had a battle, I actually battled somebody.
Really?
Yeah, and then there was a dancer for one of the situations. I have to leave that, for when you actually see it. And then I had a singer, and she opened up the second half of the show. So I worked them into the show, but all the monologues and everything that was on me. It's if you read the book, if you watch the movie, if you see the show, it's a different experience every time. While some of the story is the same, some you'll always be entertained because it's brought to you in a different way. If you're reading it, you're imagining everything because I write really well, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but I write really well where I actually paint a picture for you and you're like, damn, like you're with me in the room, And so if you're watching the movie, then you're into the movie and what's happening in the movie. And if you're at the show, then you're seeing it live, like, damn, she ain't. Even if I'm dripping sweat, my whole and they're like, damn, she didn't get the towel with you. But when you in it, you don't think about it.
No, you don't. You don't
think about any of that.
Yo, let me tell you, that's right. And you know what? Toot your own damn horn. Matter of fact, let me toot your damn horn. Listen, at the end of the day, you are a dope ass writer. You are a dope ass writer. And
thank you.
On top of that, you've done some history writing for people. Let me explain to everybody. So it's this song called Legacy by MC Light and D Nice. You actually wrote that.
I did write that.
Come on, man. Are you serious? That was my shit. So how did that process even happen?
So my manager, may she rest in peace, Victoria Henry, she negotiated a deal for my producers at the time, Ralph Roll and Gerard Harmon, and they worked with a lot of people. It was out of Jive, but this situation happened with Miller Lite. Or was it Miller? I think it was Miller Draft or Budweiser. I can't remember. But anyway, it was with one of them. I feel like it was Miller or. Anyway, one of the brewing companies, they were the executive producers on that. And so I was on a song, I think it was with Gerald Albright, and they asked me to write a song about music from back in the days, from the drum to now, to the New Jack Swing era. I mean, not now, but I mean at the time, Jack Swing era. And so I did my research, and I was naming everybody, like from Duke Ellington all the way up to.
You was killing. Yes, exactly.
And my producer sent it to me recently, and I was like, wow, because it still sound good,
See,
and
exactly.
Like, oh yeah. So I had tagged D Nice one time in the picture with me, him, and Light, and he was like, oh hey, what's up? Because I'm the only. I believe I'm the only one that's ever written anything for him. So you're never going to forget that.
No, you will
never
not.
Never forget that. And that's the only collab that he has with Light.
Yeah,
so
it is.
He's never going to forget that either.
See, exactly. That's something, like I said, they was actually I don't know if they was together or not, but that was rumored to be when they was younger. They was actually together at one point.
Maybe they were. Maybe they became an item after the studio. Who knows?
Remember the Paper Thin video?
Yeah,
I think they was together then with that new red Jetta. Remember they used to have those Jettas back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they was together at one point. But what's happening with you? What you did? You put them together on a song for the first time. He'll never forget that. Never.
No.
And D Nice was good.
He was really cool, and it was really it was dope to be in the studio with both of them who were hot on the radio at the same time. And I was about 19, scared to death, like, oh my God, I'm next to D Nice, I'm next to MC Light. But it was such a dope experience to have,
Yes, and a lot of people can't say that they wrote for a legend. You can't. Who's gonna say that? Nobody can say that. I'm sorry. I don't know nobody can say that. I know Staxx Cordero can say it though. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to you. So I actually have a video. I have a video of you, not an old video. This is actually new. It's called The Struggle.
Okay.
I saw this and I'm sitting there going, why she still got it? How is this happening? You still got it. You need to keep making music. I'm telling you right now, I think you're dope. I really do. I always thought you was a dope artist.
Thank you.
Always. And, keep making music because, again, The Struggle has a message. She's always giving us messages. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play this music video real quick. And, play a little bit and just y'all going to hear exactly what the message is about. So we're going to put The Struggle on and we're going to come back with Staxx.
All right.
Let's go.
My pride. I thought long and hard about whom I am. A strong black woman who at times are deep in my feelings, my heartache. Sometimes my pride get the best of my makeup. It's a struggle, juggling like a motherfucker, stressed without breathing, suffocated.
Struggling, hustling, just to be who I be. I'm struggling, hustling, just to be who I be.
Don't be getting it bent, I ain't got a red cent. You identify with the predicament. I got enough for the rent, pay back the money lent low. Check in advance, done been spent. Another job for the increase. I can't see cabinets staying empty, no food to eat. Them and again suck me up, it's a doobie. You know I gotta stay fly in my dime piece. My pride is high under the wrong condition. I'm trying to hold tight to my pot that fits in. One job, 2 kids, listen, I'm digging deep with the pockets of whistling. On a daily, thank the power that be. See, for me to rhyme is a blessing. The place is the Mars, the mic is the Adon. Makes a lot to get rid of depression. On wax was the wrath of a chick on the right path. From steady working on the money bath. I'm getting paid weekly and I'm doing the math. I'm calculating everything, trying to make it last. I'm looking for a way out of the ghetto, but yo, it's painful to race the stilettos. I got it crying inside, won't let it show. One day I make it out the projects, yo.
Struggling, hustling,
just to be who I be.
Just to be who I be. I'm struggling, hustling,
to be who I be.
Just to be who I be.
I ain't thrilled, checking the box, bill.
I feel your boo. When a trick like you, could I go for the green, get cats for that bag? Nah, that ain't me, chill. Ain't trying to trick a trick in the trickin', fatty natural, right for the picking. Even if you got the all right, that's enough for that.
Let me tell you something. Now, it's funny because when I'm talking to you now, your rap voice is a lot higher.
You think
it's
so?
It's a lot lighter.
Oh, lighter.
Yeah, it's like real light. Yeah. So Talk to me about that actual song because it's definitely message. I'm sitting there going, wow, she want to get out the projects. It's hard. People don't understand that you living in the projects and you living in those conditions. And as a young girl, it's like boys and girls tend to get comfortable in that environment. You understand? And it's hard to get out of it because everything is so convenient. You got the stores right there. You can go shopping right there. You got a park you could play basketball, or you got another park you can play football in. So everything is literally, people don't understand, the liquor store is right down the street. So everything is so convenient. Mm-hmm. And it's like, where am I going? Why should I leave? Not realizing that it's a bad environment for young kids because, we have some good people in the hood and then we got some bad ones. I'm not even going to lie.
We do. We definitely do. I left Wagner Projects. That's where I grew up at. I left Wagner Projects. When I got married and I moved up to the Bronx. Then I moved when we separated and got divorced, I moved to Harlem. From Harlem, I moved to Jersey City, and now I'm in Jersey.
Okay.
I'm in Jersey. And so now I'm in a house. My sisters, they're like, hey, this is what we're doing. And we're here, we're here. It's a beautiful neighborhood. And it's very different. It's something that you think about when you're little, you watch like the Brady Bunch or you watch certain shows and you can't identify because you can't. And I talk about that in the show. I talk about that in the show where I'm like, I didn't think that Santa was going to come to the projects, and it's like, damn.
Yeah.
I've never seen no white people over here unless you're talking about the police. You know what I mean?
Police.
Like when you're like now you might see some Caucasian people in housing because it's affordable.
Exactly.
It's affordable. It's affordable housing, and they're gonna, and then everyone has the same advantages where the bus is right downstairs, the train is like 2 blocks away, and so
you don't need a car in New York.
The bodega is right downstairs. So now, me being in Jersey, the stores close at 9 o'clock. I'm like, what the hell? The corner store, the corner store is closed at 6 o'clock. I'm like, who's supposed to go there? Who's supposed to go? Me, not me. The gas station. The gas station is 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Hours? What the hell?
Listen, they call it Disney World over here. When I'm at, they like, yo, you in Disney World.
Definitely in Disney World.
Compared to like, compared to other neighborhoods, they call it Disney World over here. That's what one of my friends said. He's like, damn, the supermarket is nice. I'm like, the supermarket is nice? I'm like, okay. But I mean,
I get it.
But at some point you have to challenge yourself. You want different. So it takes me like about an hour and a half, to get to the city, like wherever I'm going, maybe 2 hours. So like if it's not worth it, I ain't coming.
You see?
Don't ask me to just come sit somewhere. I can't. Like, nah, what are we doing? I've always been that person. What are we doing? What are we doing? We need to have what's on the agenda. I need to know what we're doing from when to when. Don't waste my time.
No, and time is very precious.
Time is listen, if we go into the studio, how long are we going to be in the studio for?
Because I got other stuff to do. Yes.
Right. So, okay, so my session is how long? 4 hours? All right, cool. So you got me from 12 to 4. And at 4, I'm like, yo, it's 4. Because I got to go. Like,
matter of fact,
and if I'm in the booth, it won't even take me that long because I would have already been practicing. So I'm not going to waste your time. You're not going to waste my time. Whatever I came there to do, that's what I came to do. And I think that coming from, growing up in the P's and growing up in an urban environment, we were taught you walk out this door, you from here, you not of here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes. So yeah, I'm from Wagner, and like people used to be scared. Oh my God, you from Wagner Projects?
Man, listen.
Yeah.
And exactly. See?
Yeah, but you know what? Everything that they're afraid of is what is these are the things that build your character. Who I'm looking down on? I know where I grew up at. I don't look down on nobody. I know I know my roots.
Exactly. Let me tell you something.
I know my roots, and then like people that I have some friends that are very influential in the industry, and they'll still be like, "Yo, you and Wagner, yo, I'm gonna pull up on you," and I'm like, "You crazy? You a celebrity? You wanna pull up on me in the projects? Yeah." And they be like, "Yo, that's so and so," and I'm like, "Yeah." You just, sometimes you still want to be connected.
Yes.
You still, because your umbilical cord still pulls you there. I still go there. I support my friend. She sells dinner. She braids my hair. She's still there, but she doesn't have to be there.
Right.
She doesn't have to be there. When she saves some money, she can go.
Right. Exactly. Let me tell you, I've known people, like I said, this one thing about the projects is you could be there. I knew somebody that was there. No lie, this apartment's still available. Before I was born, I'm 57 years old. That apartment is still there with the grandson.
Wow. Because they pass it down. They pass it down like an heirloom. And so when I gave up the projects, the lady in the office was like, "Oh my God, are you sure?"
See? Yes. They don't want you to go. No.
Now,
No, it's
when
crazy.
When my marriage was over, I was like, "Damn, I can't." I was like, I had a 3-bedroom.
What? Ooh.
I had a 3-bedroom. My building was right there on 2nd Avenue. Like, I knew everybody. I was comfortable, but that's the word, comfortable.
See? Thank you. I was just talking about that.
And sometimes you have to come out of that comfort zone, and you got to challenge yourself. Yeah, you may be paying a little bit more, for your rent. Yeah, you might be a little bit more uncomfortable, with a commute. And another thing that I'll say that kind of made me stagnant, I can't speak for everybody else, but if I'm right there on 2nd Avenue and there's a bus that's going down 2nd, and on the other side there's a bus that's coming up 1st, there's a bus going across 125th, the trains are right there on Lexington, or I could walk to Lenox or to the A, B, C, or D, there was really no reason for me to get my license. I never really cared about it.
See? Exactly.
So people are like, "Oh, you're a woman of a certain age. You should have a this list." Hey. I always, that's right, light and gas included. Under $1,000. But hold on, let me go back to the piece real quick. What I will say about that rent, right? Is that it goes right according to your income.
Yeah, it does.
Being a single parent with two, with 2 kids, and my rent running, concurrent with my pay, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
You only me with $100 for 2 weeks. Yeah. At the time, it was only leaving me, and I'm like, yo, I can't
do this, yo.
I can't. And it was really, really hard. It was hard. It's like, how is that hard to pay your bills? Because I have, because I had little ones.
Yeah.
And I had let my and you saw, in the movie, I let my older daughter go live with her dad, and they were living in Connecticut. So I had to take the Metro North up to Connecticut every week, and that's another like $50 a weekend. So that's $100. So that's $200 just in traveling there. That doesn't include food and clothes. And, you know what I mean? So like the life be lifing.
People understand that.
But growing up in an urban environment, it gives you, you build character. You become who you are. You become relentless.
Yes,
that's done.
Like the segue to that. Exactly.
That's what it's done for me. That's definitely what it's done for me.
I grew up at Fort Greene Farragut Projects in Brooklyn. So when I tell people that, the people that don't know me, if I tell them, they know the persona of being downtown Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. Because it's like you said, you from Wagner, I'm from Fort Greene Farragut. So it's like Fort Greene and Farragut used to fight. Like,
right.
It's a middle way in Brooklyn that you can't cross without knowing somebody. And I was always good in the hood. No matter what hood I was in, I knew somebody. And that's the thing about living in the hood. If you know people in different hoods, you can go to different hoods. But if you know nobody, oh, you won't even make it to the train. I'm telling you right now. You will not make it to the train.
Right.
No.
What size sneakers are those, boss?
See? Thank you.
What size sneakers
my size. This old dude did that to me one day. I'm looking at him. It's my size. Why? Oh, I'm just saying, G. I'm just saying. No, you ain't saying shit. Like,
right. You ain't, because exactly where you see them, that's where they're gonna stay.
Thank you. Exactly. So
that's where they're gonna stay, on my feet.
See, it builds a lot of character. You definitely have a lot of damn character. You are one of those people that will help. You understand?
Sure, yeah.
Not a lot of people like you. You know, we need to have more people like you because you're willing to help. And that's one thing a lot of people don't do because it's a lot of haters, I call them. Naysayers. You understand? When you get a business, oh, he got a business. Now, I'm on Facebook with y'all. We could talk all day about everything else. But as soon as I put a business post up, y'all act like y'all didn't see it.
Right.
And it's horrible. It's like, wow. I used to do a t-shirt. I had a t-shirt company called Shifty People. I'll never forget it. The reason I named it Shifty People was because I knew if I get this business, a lot of Shifty People was going to just completely ignore it.
I remember that.
See, exactly.
I remember Shifty People.
See, exactly.
I remember that. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give you, and I'm pretty sure you know that you already know this. So I'll let you finish your statement about Shifty People, but just remind me.
No doubt. So so I did this, and it actually didn't sell in America. It sold in the UK.
Look at that.
It literally, we were selling out of t-shirts like every week because they had them in the UK. And salute to the UK for actually giving it a chance, because here your own family members won't even damn support you. And that's one of the people you thinking, okay, I have friends and parties every week. You thinking, oh, if I get some t-shirts, I know they're going to support me. Not one person. And that's the one thing is hard when you get into business. You can't expect those same people that you hanging with to support, because they're not going to do it unless they have character like Staxx Cordero. I'm sorry, but it's real. It's real. So tell me about that story you was talking about.
Okay, so one of the plays that I did, actually, Isham Tawfiq, who was one of the stars in the Blacklist.
Okay.
He and I were in the dance company together, and I had ran into him, and then you know, he said he was acting, and we were a part of something called the Live Theater Gang. So from the Live Theater Gang, you know, we were in contact with one another, and he's like, hey, I think you should go out for this play. Okay. And so I went with no headshot. I didn't have a monologue. It was called The Diva and the Rapper, but I went anyway. No, so I went, I killed it, but I didn't have a headshot. And they didn't really, you know, they didn't have a face to put. So they were like, oh, you know, our callback is going to be on Saturday. So I'm like, all right, cool. So if it was on a Tuesday, between Tuesday and Saturday, I went, took headshots, printed them out, put my resume on the back, and went down there. And I'm like, hey, I'm here for the callback. And they were like, did we call you? I'm like, no, but you said the callback, you know, was today at this time. Yeah. And they was all packed up and stuff. I went in there, won them over. And I ended up doing, so over a span of 2 years, I think I performed that play about 60 times.
Damn.
Yeah, and it got coverage in the Amsterdam newspaper and stuff like that. And so twice. And its last run, it was a 2-week run in Teaneck, New Jersey. And I was so excited because some people that were really close to me were saying that they were going to come. And I was, you know, and I'm like, all right, cool. You know, so at the very end, I come out, me and the diva, the person that played the diva, we were the last to come out. So I come out first and then she comes out. And when I came out, everybody's on their feet. And I'm like, oh my God, like, yeah, it is. And I'm like, oh my God. And so Miss Viona, may she rest in peace, she used to have us on the side and greet everyone.
Right.
And so I'm there and I'm looking and I met everybody. And I didn't know one person, and I had to ride the bus back to Teaneck by myself. So the lesson in that was this: DJ Scratch called me. DJ Scratch, EPMD, Busta Rhymes. He DJ Scratch Vision. He called me. He was like, "Yo, how was your show?" And I was like, "It was good." And I was feeling down because I didn't have the support I thought I was gonna have. And he was like, "How do you think I feel when I DJ?" And I say, that I didn't know anybody or nobody that I know supported me. It's a crowd. You have a crowd.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You have a crowd. It was a sold out show. I didn't personally know anybody, so it bothered me that I didn't know anybody.
Yes, it does.
Right? That bothered me. But what he told me was, you met new people. You brought these people to their feet. That means you was doing the work, because you made these people get up off their feet out of respect for you, out of respect that you put that work that you put on that stage. Exactly. So I'm gonna say the same thing to you. Yeah. You made new friends. They didn't have to know you. Oh yeah, that's D. Oh yeah, that's just Derek. I'm not just Derek.
No.
Now, this is my brand. Shifty people did that's who I am. No, 2111 Radio. No, that's who I am.
It is exactly.
But you could be their man when you go to the barbecue, though.
You know that's right.
You don't have to talk about your radio show or any of that with them, because if they're not going to support, then they're not going to support. And if they are going to support, then they're going to support.
Thank you. Fact. That's you 100% right about that. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
I don't get mad anymore. But I did put it in the book, and so my friend was like, "Oh my God, I know you was talking about me." I said, "Nah, but." I said, but the jewel is that, that there's more to come. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was okay that you wasn't there. It's okay.
See? All right.
That was something that I had to learn. You know what I mean? So you can't get mad at them. Maybe they didn't have it. You know what I mean? Who knows? Whatever the reason is, that's their reason. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful.
Exactly. And you've
made new friends.
Made new friend. And it's funny because when I got this job, like I said, I was doing music production and helping manage. And it was like, he hit me up. I got the call. He was like, "Listen, I need you to change everything around." It was a country music show. And he said, "I want to, make it more, something more." Right. So I said, "Why don't we just do all genres?" So we do all genres of music on 2111 Radio. Nice. It's on a Live 365 app, but I created this show for the artists that's on the radio, independent artists, industry artists, whatever, to have them come on and tell their story, give them their roses. But what happened, I have people like Staxx Cordero. I have people that's actors and now to be movie stars is coming up, and it just happened, and it's not one person that I know. Like you said, I just start meeting new people each time. New people. I've not, and the new people that I deal with now done more for me than anyone that I've ever had in my life, and that's crazy. But
it's real, though.
It's real. It's real.
It's real. It's real, and that's nothing against those people. Everybody has their season.
Yeah.
When I got married, I had three colors. And he was like, "Why you got three colors?" So I had coral. That's for the root. That's where I started. So that's for, who I grew up with. And then I had the yellow. That was, represented the family. And then I had the turquoise. That's who I was flowing with now. You know what I mean? Like from high school to now, that's who I'm flowing with now. So it was interesting. And it doesn't mean that I don't love you. I still love you. But I work with this one. Oh no, I'm hanging out with this one. Sometimes everybody has a pocket, that they fit in.
Yeah, and that's the truth. What Aquarius want us talk about? She said, "Don't get mad because my truth hurts your feelings."
I don't know.
About that? Let me explain. I don't know how she knows that, but I had a T-shirt that says that.
Shifty people.
Yes.
There you go. She got it.
Crazy. How you know about that? Let me talk to this lady. What the hell?
She got one.
That's crazy. But so
she got one.
But back to you. Like I said, you have opened for a lot of people. Now I do have a little list.
You got a little list.
I got a little list. So you opened for Busta Rhymes, KRS One, Rakim, Naughty by Nature, just to name a few. Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow. How was those experiences?
At different times. The first artist that I opened up for was Third Base. The second artist that I opened for was Special Ed.
Wow.
And yeah, and Busta was in you know, a lot of shifty people. Me too. So how was it opening up for them? Third Base I didn't meet, but that happened when I was a senior in high school. Step into the AM, that was, you know, like a popular song at the time. And my friend, you know, everybody was doing internships. That's when this company Classic Concept was around, and they used to do like all the videos and stuff. And I used to be at like every video. I was almost at every video. Yeah, anytime something was happening, I was there.
Right there. I know that.
So she just asked me, she was like, I have a favor for you, you know, from you to ask of you. Can you do me a favor? Can you audition to be in this show? I know you're busy. I'm like, I'll audition. She's like, yeah. Right. She's like, yeah, it's for these guys. Third Base. I'm like, oh, I'm going.
I know that's right.
I'm going. Then when I get there, what always happens is they never think I'm going to rap. And then when I do rap, they be like, what?
You don't look like a rapper. Let me tell you.
I've always heard that. I've always heard that. But I'm going to say something. All the girls out now, you wouldn't think that they'll rap either until they open their mouth.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. It has evolved over the years. I'm not going to lie. I'm talking about back when I first saw you. I thought you was an actress or a model. All jokes aside. So when I looked on YouTube and heard you rap, I was like, whoa, she got some bars. Like, what the hell? So yes, it really kind of surprised me when I actually first time I heard you. And we was literally trying to scout to get you signed with us. At the time I was doing music production and management. And you know, it's funny that you're on my show now in an interview on a damn podcast. After that had to been like a good 8 to 9 years.
Probably,
since we've been friends on Instagram, on Facebook, and it's just amazing. When I saw you, I told my boss from 2111 Radio, I said, Ralph, you need to get in touch with Staxx Cordero. He said, who? I said, Staxx Cordero. You need to get in touch with her. I said, I want her on this show. Now, I don't know if she remembered me, but I need her on this show because it's like, at the end of the day, I seen what you've been doing over the years. We haven't contacted each other, but I seen the work that you put in. And I said, I wanted to give you your roses because you deserve roses. You do, because you're doing this shit independent. It's hard. People don't understand. It's unbelievably hard.
It is, but if you want it, you do it. You know what I mean? And I'm a firm believer that there are no ceilings. If I want it, I'm gonna go get it.
Exactly.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna go get it. So I'll put off, you know, certain luxuries, you know, that as women we have to have. Oh, I want. Like, you know, my Birkin bag is me doing or my Gucci bag, I should say, it's a Birkin bag. That's like bag. But I mean, a Gucci bag or a Louis bag, that's me doing Theater Row.
There it is. Exactly.
You know, that's me, you know, producing Poor Girl, Rich Girl, all the times that I produced it, or, you know, even taking the show out of town. It's really all that you want.
Yes.
You know, it's all about what you want. One question that I don't want to neglect, you was asking me, what do I have coming up? So what I have coming up is on September 21st, in New Jersey. I'm going to be doing the One Woman again.
In Disney World that you was talking about?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
It's in Ridgefield, in Ridgefield, New Jersey. Let me get in Ridgefield. There's going to be a flyer, so I'm going to tag you.
Please listen.
Yeah, I'm going to tag you.
Everyone that comes to this show get free promotion from us. So if you tag us, we'll definitely put it in our stories anytime you want us to.
I'm trying to get the name of this place. It's called MK Valencia. It's going to be at MK Valencia, and it's in Ridgefield Park, which is like right over. So like if someone's in Manhattan, you know, it's right across the bridge. And that's going to be on September 21st. And there'll be 2 comedians there. Addie Brown is one of the comedians. And I'm going to do about an hour of my show. My show is 2 hours, but I'm going to do an hour of my show.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I have a great opportunity on the 23rd. I'm so happy about this. I'm going to be hosting a wedding.
What?
So, yeah, I'm going to be hosting a wedding. That's what I always wanted to do. I love. I'm like the, Miss Romantic and everything. And I love I'm that mush girl and everything. So I'm very excited about this. So that's going to be on September 23rd. And then after that, I'm locking in because I'm heading over to LA and Vegas with the play. House with Monifa and C. King and Dre Davis.
Let me find out. You is still working hard, yo. That's what I'm
Hey, it don't stop.
Go get her. I like
it doesn't stop unless you do. You know what I mean? Like nobody puts a period on the end of that sentence except you, or when it's your time. That's me.
Hold up. That's a fact. That is a fact. Okay, tell me. That's a fact. You're 100% right about that.
Yeah, that's when it's over. And so before the year is out, I'm hoping to get back into the studio.
You better. Because what I would like to do, actually, I would like to give you some rotation on that song. So if you send us your MP3 and the album cover art and the title and the name artist name, send it to our email at 2111radio@gmail.com.
I'll do that.
I would give you 3 months of free rotation for that because people definitely need to hear it.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely do that for you because, again, you are one of the most supportive people that I've met on the show. And for you to bless us with your story up here and the hard work you put in to do what you've been doing over these years, it's amazing that, a lot of people need to really know who Staxx Cordero really is. She's not just a pretty face. She's not. The damn businesswoman, savvy businesswoman. Don't let that little voice fool you.
No.
Savvy businesswoman.
Don't let it fool you. I'm definitely all about my business, and I'm definitely all about growing too. So anytime that I go somewhere, like we went to see Hamilton.
Okay.
And that was just really dope. Like I was like, wow, this is amazing. Yeah, it's definitely an eye opener because it's a musical, but it's hip hop, and they are. I was like, what? If you haven't seen it, go see it. And then I love Michael Jackson, regardless of what the media, how they painted him out to be. That's my guy. Yeah, Michael Jackson is my guy. So I had to go see MJ the musical, and I went on my birthday, and it was everything. And it's one of those shows where, like how everybody is talking about Beyonce.
Yeah,
it's like that.
Whoa.
It's like that. You want to press rewind, like, damn, what did I just watch? It's amazing. It's amazing how they change the set in front of you, how they changing clothes right in front of you, how you amazing. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, for real. And I love Beyonce, and damn it, I'm gonna try to get to your show, B, if I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. What was it? The On the Run tour with her and Jay-Z? Yes. I went all the way to Seattle.
You did?
I had floor seats. Yes, I did.
Wow.
Sure did. It didn't matter where it was at. And for 50 and Busta, I went to Texas because I had floor seats.
Ooh, how was that?
Yeah, I'm playing around. It was dope. It was dope. Listen, I didn't know nobody. Me and my co-worker, she wasn't even into hip hop, but because I kept playing Get Rich or Die Trying.
That was my listen. Let me tell you something.
And she liked Sean Paul, so Sean Paul was on the he was on that roster. He was on that Get Rich or Die Trying tour, and if that was the name of it. but there was her, and then our other coworker couldn't go. So yeah, so someone that I knew at New York Sports Club at my other job, I always keep more than one job. I'm Caribbean, that's how we give it up. So I had 2 jobs. So leaving the 9 to 5 with the coworker that was going with me, I went to my other job and I was talking about it. And that another coworker was from Texas. So she hooked us up, with some people. And and her friend, he took care of us so nicely. He was really, really nice. And he said, well, I'll come back, when the concert is over. And we was like, all right, see you later. Now come here, let me tell you something. He's like, what? I'm like, here goes your ticket. He's like, what? Oh man. Yeah. Because the other one couldn't go. So what we holding on to the ticket for?
That is true. And that's
like, wow, we on the floor.
And that. Now, let me tell you something. I'm gonna have another show. It's a podcast that's coming up, and one of the subjects I'm gonna have 2 people that agree and 2 people that don't, and I'm gonna have this discussion. And it's about R. Kelly.
Oh wow!
It's about R. Kelly, and yeah, a lot of people. I want people to chirp into this because everyone needs to be accountable. I feel everyone needs to be accountable for what happened to that in that situation because me, I'm a man, and I know somebody do something to my daughter, I'm a killer. But if my daughter get out of her bed and go down the street, somebody and bringing money back in the crib. And then at the end of the day, the money's not coming, and all of a sudden you go, "Oh, he raped me," or "I was too young to be having sex with this man." Is a lot. Now, R. Kelly is a sick person. Don't get it twisted. But what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people need to be accountable, like the parents of those.
Yeah.
Nobody's really talking about it because they feel that every woman, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, every woman that went through rape, molestation, they've been through so much abuse. Wasn't that
right?
It's not that. You understand? And I feel the parents in general needs to be accountable for what they let their young ladies and daughters do because they was bringing home this money. Y'all was cool until
it stopped.
And until it stopped because there was no, these girls was like, these were grown women testifying. They grown now. So think about how long that ago that this happened, and now they're trying to bring it back. And I just want to see what everyone would think as far as because I have my view and people probably have their own. But I want the discussion on the R. Kelly situation because it's something to me. It's sad because I think he should have just went and got some motherfucking help. There's no reason for that man to be in there for 25 damn years. I'm sorry, no way. No.
But the women should definitely receive help, and so should the parents. Because what are you thinking about? Were you basically like trafficking your own daughter?
Yeah. Thank you. And see, you're the only one.
Or because she can sing. There's no way in the world. I would never leave my daughter around a grown man. I don't care.
No, who he is.
What's going on, Mr. Skinner? I don't care who he is. I'm never gonna leave my daughter around. I mean, she's 21 now, but I mean, at the time,
at a young age, no way.
Growing up, because listen, the third party, if is you that person, the third party is the devil in your mind. You're not in control of your thoughts anymore. The things that you're thinking, that they're not right, and if you go to the left, that's because you're giving in to these thoughts, right? Yeah.
You sound like my wife. Go ahead.
If you have there's somebody else in the room, these thoughts will be, they'll be, they'll stay pushed down. You're not going to be able to act on them.
Exactly.
Whatever the issues are, he was very talented.
Oh Lord.
And
he was literally the king of R&B.
Right. Right.
Really. And it's just
he was definitely like a genius writing his own operas and stuff like that. But I mean,
that shit was crazy, by the way.
But everybody has their thing, whatever their that's right. You right. They going shopping, enjoying the fun until everything ain't everything, and then it's nothing. You know,
Yes.
when the water, when the money runs out, now you're a victim. So you're a victim of convenience. Are you really a victim or not? You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
I don't know. I can't. I didn't even watch it. I didn't want to watch it.
I didn't look at it either. I didn't look at it.
I didn't see it. Not so much because I felt like he was being attacked, but like certain things, I won't allow myself to consume. You know what I mean? I won't. Like if I see a fight on IG or Instagram, or I saw, I'll keep scrolling. If somebody is walking on a ledge and I don't know how it's gonna end, I don't want to see. I don't want to see that. I don't want you planting. I don't want you. Don't season me with that. There's some people that I unfollowed.
Yeah, me too.
I just started unfollowing them because it just seemed like your page is too violent. Your page is negative. And we could be cool all day, but if this is your mindset, like somebody kept sending me some negative things, what I felt was negative. And then he'll ask me, "Oh, what are your thoughts?" And I'm like, "Do you have anything else on your timeline?" Because I like to you know what I mean? Like life be lifing. And I go through serious stuff on the day-to-day. I don't want to think about this stuff before I go to bed. Any jokes on the timeline that you can share with me? Because I want to laugh. I don't care to hear about this at this hour. If you're gonna send me something, it better be funny.
Better be funny, or it better be something positive.
Yeah, please. Send me an affirmation. Send me one of those money. What is it? Money comes to me easily. Money comes. Send me something like that. Where I go to bed and I'm like, money come to me easily.
There it is.
Whatever that is, send me that. If you want to make $1 million, you do this. Oh, word. Let
me tell you. But listen, I'm gonna tell you something. You ain't gonna believe this, right? So today, I'm looking at the time. We have been up here for 1 hour and 41 minutes. This is the longest interview I've had on 2111 Radio.
Oh man.
No lie. All just aside, and it's been just me and you just here sitting here having this dope ass conversation. I didn't even realize it. I'm sitting there going, oh wow. Like, first of all, let me give you a round of
Staxx talking a lot. Didn't I tell you that we could stand on 125th Street and have a conversation, and then I would walk with you to the train station, and I said that.
And you know what's so funny? The funny thing is, it didn't even seem like it was that long. It really didn't. I just looked at the clock and I said,
"Like, hold on, we gotta wrap this up."
Yeah. So, but listen. I want to bring you back.
Okay.
I want to bring you back, probably on that podcast. If you're interested,
I don't know about that one.
But I want to bring you back as far as in your new, the new things that you're doing.
Okay.
Your shows and your movies or whatever you have going on. I want to bring you back.
Maybe I'll check in before I go to Vegas or LA.
Before the end of the year, I definitely want to have you come back. Put it that way.
Okay.
Come back and we could definitely talk about the new stuff that you have been coming on, because by October, November, December, you should be good. Things are really knowing you, you'll have like probably 20 damn plays and 18 movies or something. I don't know. Plus music, so
that's good. Yeah, there'll be something else that's out. I hope that I'm not leaving anything out. I don't think so.
Oh, wait a minute, Pink Panther. Tell them about the show.
Oh, so the Air It Out show is on Scratch Vision Radio. That's on the app. It's a free app, Scratch Vision Radio. And we're on every Saturday at 1:00. And we're also now on, I think it's 1212 Click Radio. And that is now on Saturdays at 3:00, brought to you by DJ Ace of Spades. Okay. So the Air It Out show it's me, Cotton Candy, Ill Flow, DJ Ace of Spades, and DJ Federal District.
We got to talk about Cotton Candy. Hold on, damn it. Who the hell is Cotton Candy? You got to give me that one. Who is this?
So Cotton Candy was actually in the trailer that you played. She was the person that played opposite of me. That that was kind of like the one that I was arguing with in the play. Yes. Who Cotton Candy is?
Go ahead, Cotton Candy. I like that name. That's dope. Wow.
Yeah.
So listen, it's definitely been an honor, and I told you that I really wholeheartedly really mean that to see someone that's working so hard and to be successful as you've been, and we'll be continuing to be successful. This ain't the end. This is just the beginning for Staxx Cordero. You understand? And I'm one of your fans, so definitely hit us up whenever you're ready for any promotion or anything like that. We're definitely sharing on our social media. I got you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. It's been great. Thank you, Miss Aquarius.
Yes.
Appreciate you for that, for checking in. And yes, it was like a regular conversation.
Yeah. It really was.
Derek. That's nice. I finally met Derek on set of Bum Rush because we were friends on Facebook forever. Yeah. And he became, family.
Yeah.
He ended up in Bum Rush.
He told me he told me you're the original Bobby.
The original Bobby?
Yeah, he said it on one of the posts on Instagram. He said that's the original Bobby. I said, let me find out. Because you like pink, I guess.
Oh yeah, Barbie. Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah. The original Barbie. So
the Harlem Barbie doll. That was the name. Well, it still is the name. The Harlem Barbie doll.
Listen, let me tell you something. It's been a pleasure. Derek, I know who Mr. Skinner is. I know him. He's actually an aspiring actor. If I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's in Bum Rush.
So he's in it?
He's in Bum Rush.
I told that man if he get a part, let me know. I can put him on the show because on my Instagram, whoever pops in, I'll actually give them a chance to be on here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely, Derek. And you got my name. You got some nerve not tell me you was in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna definitely have him come up and tell his story because he's a good dude. He's very supportive.
Yeah, he is.
I like to surround myself with positive and supportive people, man. But thanks everybody for showing up tonight. I really appreciate Aquarius Water. She was definitely chirping in on a lot of the subject.
Yes, she was.
She's actually created this room. As you see, the design of the room is
cool.
She's a graphic designer, so she's definitely somebody you definitely need to connect if you looking for someone to do video promotion.
Yes, I see it's in pink too. Yes.
Exactly. But
we like it.
But listen, you guys, tomorrow night, I have the pleasure to interview Coca Brown. Now, I don't know if y'all don't know who this is. I don't know what kind of rock y'all in the comedian actress. He's definitely going to be here tomorrow, 8:00. And it's going to be something crazy because I know I talked to her, so I know something's going to go crazy because she's a nut. She's really a nut.
You have a good time.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a good time. I think so. But I had a good time tonight. I've never had an interview this long, and it doesn't feel that long. I could keep talking to you. Actually, that's the crazy part. I could literally sit here and talk to you behind the scenes, and but I definitely have to go. But it's been a pleasure, and you probably, your ass probably gonna write a damn play or something. I don't know. You just always doing something.
I'll probably write a verse. I owe somebody a verse, and they sent the song to me. So yeah.
Yes, definitely. So
everybody,
y'all have a good night. And listen, if you have a dog by any chance?
How you know about my dog?
No, I'm just asking because I have a sponsor called Hound House Treats. I don't know if you've seen the commercial in the beginning, but they are sponsors and they will give you a free sample. You send the email to them and tell them you want a free sample, and they'll send you a free sample of their product. It's all natural. They got salmon, pink salmon, turkey and chicken. It's all natural. It's no preservatives.
That's nice. He's a bully. I don't know. He's an American bully. I'll ask my sister. He's a big boy.
Let me find out. He's a big.
He a big boy. He a big boy. No, he's an American bully.
Ooh,
wow. Yeah.
That's a big boy.
Look, Google it. You're gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, that's a big.
Because I just seen him and he's gotten bigger. I'm like, he looks like he got bigger since last week. Damn, but he's
grown.
food.
Oh my goodness! So he just keep growing.
Yeah, but I mean, he's good. You know, I think it depends on, you know, on the owner. You know,
Thank you.
it's just pretty much like, you know, like parents and their children. Children they'll represent you wherever they are. You know,
Exactly. But
so
thank
your
you.
dog will do the same thing. If you wild, your dog is wild. If you mean, your dog will be mean. So, you know, it's how you raise the dog.
There you
So
go.
right now he's respectful, but as he gets bigger and runs out in Harlem, I don't know. I don't know how he's gonna be. I'll definitely pass on the information to my sister. Hound House Streets.
Hound House Streets. Yes, I'm gonna
Hound
definitely
House
hit you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely hit you with the email. Not email, the in your DM on Instagram and give you
Okay.
But everybody else, y'all tune in tomorrow night. I have Coco Brown coming in, and y'all have a good night. So Staxx,
Awesome.
I'll definitely be speaking to you really soon.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, you're so welcome.
All righty. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace. Yo, so yeah, that was a dope ass conversation. Really dope conversation. So we're gonna tune out today, and tomorrow, like I said, we'll be back 8:00. Don't miss it, and we're gone.
Don't you think your pet deserves a special treat without all those ingredients you can't pronounce? Your pet deserves the best source of ingredients. I agree. That's why Hound House Treats is established to give your pet the best all-natural handcrafted treats packed with flavor. Try our chicken, turkey, and our pink salmon jerky. These products are 100% natural and USDA certified. It's prepared without no added hormones or steroids, no growth-promoting antibiotics, no artificial ingredients, flavors, or preservatives. Grain-free. Don't cheat your dog nutrients. Treat your dog to a healthy snack at www.houndhousetreats.com.